Have you ever wondered why most churches are tax exempt? It's not because the government thinks that there's some nice folks and deserve a tax break because they do good charity work. No, it's really hush money. That's why most Christian churches and other religions are considered 501c3 tax exempt organizations. But what most of the churchgoers don't know is that that comes with a lot of restrictions. Yes, you see, the government controls what the church can and cannot say. Oh, you've never been told this by your pastor. Well, of course not. They've been muzzled and they've taken bribe money from the government. You see, Jesus himself said you should pay taxes. You render to Caesar what is Caesar's. You see, but what happens with these 501c3 tax exempt churches is there literally are a variety of restrictions on things that they cannot say and cannot do in order to get that tax benefit. Oh, that seems a lot like accepting bribe money. It's really the church is accepting hush money, is what it is. The churches can't do certain political organizing. There's certain things that the pastor just simply cannot say. Cannot say. And they'll never tell you this because they want you to believe that you're getting the whole truth. Oh, really? Then why are you accepting bribe money from the government that is controlled by an Illuminati mafia, the same satanic system that is forging this New World Order and paving the path for the Antichrist? You know, I mean, if a Christian church had any respect at all, they would give up their tax-exempt status and pay taxes. You know, it'd be probably a third of their money are going to go to taxes, but then guess what? They can tell you the whole truth. Yeah, the whole truth, because they can't do that. Oh, no, no, no. They are muzzled. Muzzled. Now, and I say this as a Christian myself. I mean, which church is ever going to say and warn you about certain government policies? They can't. Or if they do, they'll get threatened by the IRS. If there's a certain liberal in the audience or a certain conservative or somebody that has a different political opinion or maybe a guest of the church or just an undercover church agent sort of auditing the messages of these churches, particularly the bigger mega churches with, thousands of people, especially these big stadium seating propaganda churches. If the pastor just happens to give a particular message that encourages the audience, the members to do certain things or to just think a certain way, if he just, happens to let the truth slip out, they'll get their tax-exempt status threatened to be revoked. And so they take that hush money, they take that bribe money, and they bow down to the government. So that's why most of these churches just preach this pre-trib rapture hoax, lulling their flock into a false sense of security. Oh, don't worry about the mark of the beast. You're all just going to be evaporated and sucked up into heaven. You won't have to deal with any of that. Oh, yeah, just don't worry about a thing. Oh, the neural interface isn't the mark of the beast. I mean, just go ahead and plug that in. You just Google search with your, mind implant now. That's great. I don't know what the mark of the beast is. I mean, it's coming sometime. Hey, oh, Jesus just arrived. That must be him. Yeah, he says that he's God and anything goes. He's part of the Illuminati externalization of the hierarchy. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, so just a quick heads up. And you see, most churches don't want you to know the truth of the Vatican, the Catholic Church particularly, because they're modern-day Pharisees. You see, Jesus broke the monopoly on the spiritual truth with the Pharisees, the Jewish Pharisees of their time. Kind of kept their spiritual teachings to themselves and used it to abuse people, to take advantage of them. And so part of Jesus' message, a great majority of it, was to give people direct access to God, to allow people to understand the mysteries for themselves so that they wouldn't have to go and pay money to these Pharisees in order to learn it. You see, it's supposed to be free. And then the Catholic Church took Jesus' message and prevented the public from, having a Bible or even, learning how to read or write, so that the inner circle of priests could then basically carry on the tradition of spiritual supremacism, of keeping people dumb, and in the dark so that they could be taken advantage of. And then you fast forward to the churches today, and the government has restricted this, and I would be willing to bet more than 95% of the churches out there are these hush money taking, bribe receiving gatekeepers of the truth. So just the quick heads up, because I know a lot of people would never even think this is the case. They have never even heard of such a thing. Maybe you've heard of these 501c3 tax-exempt charities, but you don't really know what it is that goes along with that. So now you do. Maybe you want to confront your pastor and tell him to stop accepting bribe money from the government and pay, render to Caesar what is Caesar's, so that he can tell the flock the whole truth. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new, and hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. Check out some of the previous videos in the playlists, and there's more videos coming soon.